So it's version C now.
Yeah. I feel like this lab is gonna be easy. I feel like, I don't know, the notes are easy.
Yeah, I mean, going over the notes and the quiz yesterday, I thought was pretty
The quiz
easy.
was easy, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're good here.
Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, I should be ready to go.
Okay. I'll open it up then. What? Oh, oops. Okay. To create DFA.
Using JFlop, create a DFA for the
Okay.
given regex expression. Run two input strings on this DFA. Okay, so yeah, we just need to create that little diagram.
Okay, so the multiplication symbol means it can happen 0 or more times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
so
more x. And then what does the
that,
question mark mean?
the question mark is 0 or 1, I think. Can
Okay.
double check that out.
Okay, so then
And then so
what
that's 0 or 1 of the Z, and
so
then the plus is for the YZ.
so one or more instances of y or z?
So it's one, yeah. So one or more instances of YZ because that's just parentheses, so that's a set.
Y
Um,
or z, and z only happens one or more instances of y or 0 or 1 z's.
let's just start with the X. So
Okay.
we start with that, and then we have the like error state, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the dead state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, should I name this X?
I don't think you need to name the states. We just need
Oh,
to
okay.
label the arrows, I think.
Okay. So 0 or more x. So I would do like it would like point to itself.
So let me think about this. Okay, so the first one is going to be like the arrow to itself is yeah, X, and then the next one is going to be so does the question mark only apply to the Z?
I think so, yeah.
I think we might have to look at the precedents here. So I don't remember. So parentheses is first, and then it's the multiplication.
One or more instances of y or z.
We just do like two arrows then, one that's like Y and then the other YZ to Q2, or is that not allowed?
Oh,
I think so looking inside the parentheses. Hmm.
So I think what it means is that you can have as many y's as you want, but you have to have a y, and then there can only be like one z in between the y's.
Yeah, I don't know how the question mark inside of a set union works. I mean, the closest thing that I can see to that on the notes is kind of at like that bottom, like page 20, because they have the multiplication inside of a set.
Oh, um,
Maybe could we do like another like state? Oh yeah, like Z or something.
yeah, and then y, z, and then
And then like maybe Q3 to Q2 if it's Y, so then it kind of repeats itself.
yeah. Um, so start x, then y, z, and then I guess this be the final state, like x, and then y.
Do we need to make a final state or an acceptance state?
Yes,
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's definitely needed.
Okay.
So then y, and then it goes to z, it has to come back to y, and then keeps going.
So
Oh,
we have to make sure that there's only one z at a maximum?
yeah,
So is it one z per yz, or is it
yeah, I think it's like
something
y,
like
z,
that?
y, z, y, z, y, z. Or I don't know actually, because the examples don't. Hmm, it can either be y, z, y, z, y, z, or a bunch of y's, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know how you check to make sure it's just. Um,
Just a bunch of y. Wait. I think this is probably wrong. Am I allowed to do like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, really?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah, and then maybe from Q2,
Yeah.
the dead state, maybe do like X or something.
Oh, that's yeah. Wait, are you sure we're allowed to do like mul? Oh, wait. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because
looks fair. Okay.
it's there's no other Y out for that.
Okay. And then maybe I should do like X like that too.
I think there's a way to like run it, right? To check
Yeah.
when you put
Is
like
there?
You do yeah, you do. You do this
Does it just tell you the
and
state
then
that it ends up at?
it just tells you if it's like accepted or rejected. So you just do like YZ. Oh, see. And then you just um okay. But I don't know if these were supposed to be accepted or
Yeah,
rejected.
were they? I don't know if they're supposed to.
Okay, wait. So I think this first one should be accepted, and the second one should be rejected because it has to
I
start
mean,
with.
yeah, just
Wait, no, the second one should be accepted because it could be zero or more x's.
yeah.
So YZ. So Y,
We for sure have the first one right.
Y, Z, Y, Y.
Y Z. So it ends at three, I think.
Yeah, we didn't account for if Z was the last one. Um,
It said you can have multiple accept states. Should we? Uh,
yeah, maybe like one that like
should we make both of them accept states or no? But then everything would be accepted
yeah, it would accept things that weren't supposed to be accepted.
except for the X condition.
Yeah. Um, Y.
I mean, it makes sense what we have though.
because I think um we could make 2, 3 fine. Like
We
what
could
was
make them
like
both final states. Um,
Yeah, but then it would accept things that weren't. No, I guess we can do that and we can come back to it later.
yeah.
Okay. Um, wait, how do I?
Is it not letting you go back to the editor? Do you have to like stop the test or something, or hit the X at the top right. That's not closing the
Oh,
window. Yeah.
okay, yeah. Er, okay.
Yeah, we can just have that for now because that looks, if that's not correct, then that's like 90% correct, I
Yeah,
think.
very true. Yeah. Okay, accept. Cool. Um, let me screenshot that.
Mhm. Give the table of transitions for the DFA. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. Question one looks like it was the hardest, honestly.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Um, give the table of transitions for the given DFA. What's a table of transitions? Is that like when you
So
convert it from DFA to
yeah,
regular
it's just that
DFA?
table that he was doing where it's like a table that has the states on the left and then the inputs, and it shows what state it would be at if the input was high.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, the best way about making a table. Can you do it in JFlap?
No.
What's
Uh,
making you upload a file? So
what? Could I? Um,
I feel like it might have a table thing.
okay. Oh, I should probably save this though.
Um,
New. There's no table. I can just make one like in Google Drive or something.
yeah,
Like Google Sheets.
Yeah.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Something simple.
Um, okay.
So there's only two inputs, A and B. There's no like dead state.
Okay. Um,
Then how many states are there? So there's four states. So it's just gonna be Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3.
okay. There's Q0, Q1. Or
Okay, so yeah, A is gonna be Q1 for that, and then B is gonna be Q2, and then at Q1, A is gonna be Q1. Yeah, you get it.
yeah, okay. Two, Q3.
And then that's Q2. Yeah, and then I think it just stays on Q3 forever.
Okay, cool. That's literally it.
Yeah, I guess you could
Yeah.
just upload that.
Okay. Cool. Um, uh, okay, question 3.
You've been given a DFA with the alphabet. DFA doesn't have any transition labels on the edges. Label the DA so that it accepts any string with AAB as a substring.
Oh, okay.
What does it mean, label?
Label the transition labels on the edges.
Yeah, what does that mean exactly? Transition labels?
It already has labels.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna
I
give
thought,
us an empty one with no.
yeah.
Why should it be an
Well, should we
accent?
check if this is correct?
I
A
mean, does that work with AAP? It
no,
doesn't work. I mean, it
it
says it's a
doesn't.
S1.
Do
So
you
are
think
we
maybe
supposed to relabel?
I guess he forgot to like
Uh,
do the labels or something.
Yeah, it says it doesn't have any. It could say that it's incorrect. I don't.
Okay. Should I do it in J flap? Like
Yeah,
make
I
it in
guess.
J1? Okay.
I'm gonna guess that's what transition labels are, like the
Yeah, that's
letter.
definitely what he wanted us to do, and he just forgot to. Um, okay.
Right, so just make the three states, I guess, and kind of draw the arrows.
Uh,
All right, so it needs to be able to work. Do we change the? I'm guessing we don't change what the acceptance state is.
no. Accepts any string with AAB as a substring. There should not be any redundancy.
Um, so
So I feel like this one would be
I feel like that going to that would be like A.
A. Yeah, wait, what did I do?
So let's just first think of it as like if it only gave us AAB, how would
Yeah,
we get that accepted? And then we can think of how we would get it for every. And then maybe that would,
um, I feel like this would also be A, and then this one would be B.
yeah, because there's no backstate from S1 to S0.
And then this one would be probably B or C. So,
Yeah, there's no C, so maybe just B, I
in
guess.
the question, it says the alphabet A, B,
Oh,
C.
yeah, wait, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
And then what would this guy be?
That could just be, would that be B?
maybe like BC or something.
But my question is like, what if there's only BC? Then doesn't it just go into the end state, even if there was no AAB?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Sure, because that is the start state too.
Yeah. What the heck? Um,
I mean, we just needed to get it to work so that it accepts anytime it sees AAB. I mean, if we did make that BC, wouldn't that work? It would still accept anything as AAB. It would just keep it there so that we can. Oh wait, no, you're right. That would have false exceptions, I think.
yeah.
But it doesn't say that it can't accept other stuff. It just says that it has to accept AA.
What does it mean by
Oh,
there
yeah.
should not be any redundancy?
I'm guessing by us just like hard coding it to like, I don't know.
I'm confused. Hmm. Accepts any string with AAB as a substring.
Well, it can only either be B, C, or BC. So I mean,
Yeah, because it doesn't say that it only accepts like that substring.
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, it can just if we did do B or C for that, then that would work.
okay. So what should I put?
You can put, I think B comma C, right?
And so,
P comma C.
Or just B. I don't know.
Oh,
Because I mean, it's gonna be like that anyways. Because the only way you can leave is with an A. So, and it's not like there's an error state. The only way that it can move on from the initial state is with an A. Is that what it means by saying like no redundancy? Because I guess that is kind of redundant because it can't leave the first state without an A, and then our arrow to itself is B and C.
I don't know. It feels, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because then I would just accept everything that was just B's and C's with no AAB.
Yeah.
Were we supposed to make one of them into a dead state or something?
No, because I don't know what would be the dead state here. Would it be S1?
Maybe. Hmm.
No. I just don't think there is a dead state, but I see what he means by there should not be redundancy because us putting BC there is redundant, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no need for that arrow in the first
Yeah,
place.
why is that arrow there? It shouldn't be there.
So I don't know if we should just like remove it or
Uh, um, can we put null? Is that allowed? Probably not. Um,
mean that wouldn't make it redundant.
oh, that's true.
We could put that, honestly.
I don't know if that's an option. I don't know how to do that. Um, uh,
Wait, no, I don't think you can do that.
my brain hurts. Um, bruh, did y'all get the your meeting will end in 10 minutes thing?
oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
God.
It's okay, we can just do it. We did that one time.
Okay, that's so annoying.
Uh, I mean, the only part that
Is this supposed to be a dead state?
I don't think so because we have to go through that.
Yeah. In order to get to AAB, we have to go through all the states. So I don't think any of them can be dead states.
I think our arrows circling it are for sure correct. Like the actual A, B. The only thing is, I don't know. That's supposed to be BC.
I feel like that's definitely supposed to be BC. Oh, but
Is that redundant? I don't think that's not
wait,
redundant because that's an arrow back. Wait, I think that one is just supposed to be C because we already have an arrow going out of Q2 for B. So that gives two options to go out from B for that.
Oh, yeah. Why did we do that? Oops.
Well, maybe make that one C and then the other one B.
Like that.
Yeah, make that one C and then maybe the one going back to itself on 0 B.
This one?
No, the one that's BC now at the acceptance state. Maybe
Okay.
that one's just B.
But mm, okay, well, what if you had the string like A, A, C, and then you had A, A, B?
A. Should we do BA for that long one then? B or A for the bottom one that goes back to the initial state?
Oh, actually, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you just have to think you can be at any state and then going to A, B
Uh,
gets you to 0. So let's test it. So if we're at Q2 and we get A, A, B, then we would end up at Q1. And we have to use the labels that they already gave. So if we start at Q0, then A, B would get us back to Q0. If we start at Q1, then A, B would get us to Q0. But if we start at Q2, B, I think would maybe be like an error. That's the only part that we have wrong right now or missing.
where?
So for it to work with AAB, we just need to make sure that we can get to the initial state from every state if it's AAB. And it works from Q0 and Q1, but if we're at Q2 and we get AAB, then we end up at Q1 or an error. Does that make sense?
But if we got to Q2, we would already have two A's.
That is true, but let's say it's like A. Wait, maybe you're right.
My biggest issue with this is this thing. This doesn't make sense.
I mean, that makes sense to me because let's say we do get AAC and then we're at Q1 and then we do get AAB from there, then that would make it still work. Like starting at Q1, if you got AAB, that would only work because of the B that we have going backwards there.
But if you're starting and you just have a string of B's, it just accepts it.
Yeah, because I think like it doesn't the substring doesn't have to be the only thing that accepts. So I think technically it's
Oh,
fine,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I
but
mean, it
yeah.
doesn't explicitly say it only accepts that. Maybe this would work. Should we just do some
Wait,
tests?
no, okay, but okay, one more thing. What if you had like A, A, B, A? So then you had A, B, and then it went back here, A. Like, so I think this should be like A, B, C maybe. It should do all of them. And it's like weird. But then,
Well, I mean, if we
Wait, what was the string you said, Malcolm?
A, B, A.
Oh,
Yeah, that is true. But it's like at that point, then how would you correctly um, because if we change that arrow that leaves the trans or the initial state, then I didn't even know what that would be because that would mess up everything else that we worked on. And there's also not a way to get back from Q1.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Do y'all just want to come back to this one?
Yeah, we can. Because there's no backstate from state one, so I don't know how we
Yeah.
would fix that.
Oh, okay. Also, I think the meeting's about to end. Dude, I don't know why my account does this. I'm on my A&M account.
Yeah,
Okay. Now it's recording. Okay.
so we'll just move on to this one.
Boom. Um,
So first it would be A and then the multiplication sign, I think.
okay. So 0 or more instances of A. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
uh,
then O, or maybe,
And then isn't there a process that he used to Um,
Why are there so many loops?
uh, I mean, looking at the example on page 20 of his notes, that's what it looks like. It kind of looks similar to that with kind of how the loops are structured.
Page 20.
There's not going to be another multiplication sign right after for the.
Okay.
It's a little different, but it kind of looks the same.
Okay. Okay. And then table.
So there has to be one instance of B for it to move on. Right. Okay, so we just need to think about the except state. So like,
Okay.
because I'm just been staring at his example and it kind of makes sense. Just because there has to be two A's for it to be accepted. So for ours to be accepted,
There has to be.
there has to be at least, at the very least, so if there's a B, then there's an A. I mean, do you see how since all the stuff that's in the parentheses in that example is with the multiplication sign, so essentially that all doesn't matter as long as there's zero or more B's. And ours, I think, is kind of similar in that way. So I think it's going to be like one big parenthesis like that with the multiplication sign because the except state is the initial state, right?
Yeah. From
So I think it's kind of the same in that way that it's a multiplication thing on the outside.
yeah, this is what like I got so far based off of that example,
Okay.
but I don't know.
B A
Yeah.
B. Yeah, no, that looks good to me so far.
Oh, is it in the chat? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
B. I don't know if we need that second A.
I mean, it just means 0 or 1 A's. So, like,
Yeah.
can't hurt. Wait, so, okay, 0, 1 A's and then B, or then 0 or 1 of B, A,
And
0,
then
1
zero,
D,
one of D. That makes sense.
B, and then 0, 1 of that. So you could just not have that. And then,
Yeah. I think that last A
okay,
is kind
A.
of redundant, but other than that, I think it's good.
Because that was my main question about the last A, because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't put
I
a
think the
last
last
B.
A is
So no last A.
yeah.
Okay,
I think that's good though.
Mhm.
cool. Okay. Create a DFA for the given expression. Okay.
That's kind of like what's right up there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's
It's
Oh,
just minus one of the B's. I mean,
okay.
well, it's not the same because the A on the start without a multiplication sign.
Okay. Okay. Do. So we have to have an A.
And A is the only thing that we need. So I guess the except state would be the second one, right? Just after if it's an A.
oh
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense.
And then this would be the final state.
Yeah, I don't think that arrow backwards is A just because there's no multiplication sign, so it has to be one A.
Oh, yeah. You're,
I just think that the
yeah,
arrow to
that's
the
true.
next
So
one
true.
is, and then that one should be the acceptance state,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think that
And then the next one is gonna be, so it would be B to the next one, and then A. Yeah, and then A to the one after that, and then the arrow to the self on Q3 would be D, and then C would go back to Q1, I think.
Okay.
Move,
Maybe
yeah,
the
maybe
B
move
side.
move
Yeah.
move Q2 up. Yeah, and I
Okay.
think that works.
So A, and then it could be done, or it could go to B, A, optionally D, C. But yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, I think that
uh,
works.
should we make a dead state, or do you think it's not necessary? Like
No,
after
I
you,
don't think it's necessary. I feel like what we have right there works.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. Do we need a dead state?
No, because I mean, it's only gonna move forward
Yeah,
if
actually,
it's
that's
that
true.
specific input.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay. Do we want to test it or nah?
Nah, I think we're fine.
I think it's fine. Okay. Um,
Now we can try and figure out question 3.
yeah. Should I submit the file or the screenshot for this one?
Just do both to be
Both.
safe in the zip file, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we want to go back to question.
Do we want to do 1 or 3?
Um, I guess let's just do one. Okay.
I feel like 1 might be easier for us now, just that we've had to
Yeah.
stay.
Okay.
Maybe
So
not.
question one.
I mean, whenever he sets these up, he said that like 1 is supposed to be the easiest and 5 is supposed to be the hardest.
No, that's a lie.
Yeah, I don't know if that
Um,
applies to this one.
yeah, I don't know.
Next. And then the YZ thing has to run 1 or more times. So it has to go through Y. So yeah, that makes sense that 2 is the acceptance state. I don't know if we need a dead state.
Oh,
I
was
think
the dead state messing us up?
because whatever the plus sign means, that just means that the thing as a whole has to run. So it has to go from Y to that says Q3, right? And then
Mm. Wait, so what's the rule for
yeah,
this
I don't know.
again?
This might be right actually.
No,
I don't know
because
if the
we
dead state
tested it and
exists.
it didn't work. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. Actually,
I
Now that we have 2 acceptance states, which makes sense now, because the Z is
so would
optional.
it accept things that are wrong?
I mean, the Z is optional, so how would you go about making the optional thing?
I mean, they both get accepted. Wait, what's the rule for this again? Isn't it like it can have 0 or 1 x's and then it has to
Yeah, so
have
it can have 0 or 1 X's, which is right. And
and then
then the YZ thing has to
a y.
yeah, it has to have at least 1 Y, but the Z is optional.
Yeah. So it can either be like a bunch of y's or it could be like y y y z and there can only be like one z at a time. Okay.
I
I
mean,
think
that
this
makes
is
sense.
right.
X and then y and we just have a bunch of y's, z, and then it finishes. And then if we go back y, that finishes. Oh, wait, yeah, that looks correct.
Yeah, yeah. Does that not?
Yeah, wait, this is
I think
good.
we can keep that.
Okay.
I don't know if we need the dead state.
I mean, it's not disrupting anything.
Yeah,
And like if we get a random, if we're in the like finish state and there's a random like X somewhere, it ends it. Okay. Um,
yeah.
and then oh, wait, what I do? Y, and then Y, Z. Okay. So we're certain that both of those were supposed to be accepted.
I mean, let's think about. We can just think about them logically. So the X is optional. but
This
you
one
can have
has
as many as you
two
want.
Y's here. Oh,
The
but
first one
three is
passes.
optional too, yeah.
So, and then we need at least one of the Y's. So Y, Z is optional. Yeah, they should both pass because the only thing that would make it fail is multiple Z's or there not being at least one Y.
Okay, cool.
So they, yeah, those should both pass.
Oh my God, this is great. Okay. Um, snip.
All right, back to Q3. I honestly don't know if this question is possible, like with the except state that it gives us, or the like if we have to use those edges and except state, then I don't know if it's possible to do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Q3.
Because the only thing that I could think of is like you get to the third state by doing A, B, and then you just keep it there no matter what. They don't even use C in that one. Do we have to use C? Like,
It's well, the question says,
yeah,
see, I
this
don't know.
doesn't, this question as a whole just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah, maybe we could write this on the form or whatever.
yeah, yeah, we should.
How we don't think it makes sense.
Yeah. He said that this is the first time they're doing this version also, because the last one also had issues. So who knows? Um, bruh. AAB. I don't know why there's this loopy here.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Accepts any string with AAB as a substring.
I mean, it's not possible with that one. If we would either have to change the accept state
Does it have to?
or
So if
like
it
make a
doesn't
new
have
state.
AAB, it should not accept it.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't say that, but
Can we just make it accept literally everything?
that's yeah, that's like the
Mm, any string with AAB as a substring.
the only thing that throws me off
Not
is the
be
point
any
that you
redundant.
made. Like, if it gets to A, B, A, then how would that?
Yeah.
Because we can't make new edges, right? So then how would you go back?
Yeah,
It's not possible because at that point we would have to change how we cycle through the states, and then that would fail another case. So like, I don't know. I feel like this problem's like messed up because first off,
yeah.
we were given a DFA with labels. You would need another state or something. We would need to add another edge or something. I don't know. I feel like what we have is like the closest we can get, unless I'm just really thinking wrong.
I'm just like, I don't
It
know.
doesn't make sense to
I'm just
me.
thinking of all the different possibilities now. Mm,
Unless we just made something like really vague to where it accepts a lot of things,
but that makes it redundant.
and then it's redundant. So
Um,
I think worst case, we can just keep what we have now and maybe put an explanation in the survey,
yeah.
Yeah.
which is
I think,
probably the best thing.
yeah. Because yeah, the way the arrows are set up, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly. Unless we're able to like change acceptance states or add a new state or make new
We make
edges,
this like null. Is that a thing?
I don't think you can do that.
Uh, yeah. Could I make it like a, or no, that wouldn't work.
I mean, the three arrows on the edge that go like kind of circling it with AAB, I know for sure is correct. Um, and I feel like it has to, I don't know. I think this is the closest we can get to correct. I can't think of any other way that either doesn't screw up a different test case. So,
Mm, okay.
all right, do y'all want to just turn that in?
Yeah. I'm gonna start zipping the files.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, other than that, though, I don't think this lab was bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll screenshot this.
I mean, I think that works with a lot of cases. Not a lot, like not all,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I feel like we'll definitely get partial credit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they've been grading kind of easy because I noticed on the last one, we got like the last question completely wrong, but they only took off 10 points. And we still
Okay,
got a
we got like
90.
credit.
Yeah. Is our next lab gonna be Java?
Um, I think I don't know because I know other 314 classes are starting after spring break, and
Okay.
I feel like we would
I think
Okay.
because
we're
I'm
doing
kind of doing the
parsers.
same stuff as other 314 classes. We're just doing it online with Lupoli. Like they're also doing lexical analysis this week.
Okay. I hope the midterm isn't super hard.
Yeah, it's the Wednesday after spring break. I'd almost rather take it next week.
No, I'm glad it's after spring break. I have so much stuff in my other classes next week.
That is gonna be like so bad.
What's gonna be so bad?
312.
Dude, the 312.
Yeah,
Wait, Tristan, who do you have for 312?
I had Mahapatra.
Who? Okay.
Yeah, it was like the only professor available for when I registered. Who do you have?
You have Kim.
My roommate has
I
Kim.
don't like her. I mean,
Well, she was the like it's a she, right?
yeah.
He was the highest rated professor out of all the 312 ones, so I would assume it's like the easiest. But
She had
and,
a very high GPA distribution, but I found out that Jimenez, he doesn't have labs.
yeah,
And our labs take me at
because
least like,
my professor and Kim do the same work, so we do the same labs,
oh
right?
my God. So did y'all have like the toggle button and like the
Yeah,
car
like
and
the
everything?
Ford Motor
Dude,
Company and all
those
that.
things take me
Alright.
like 10 hours a week to do because I genuinely don't know what's happening.
No, yeah, no, I spend my professor is impossible to understand. So me and my
Yeah.
and we just show up to the lecture and we just sit there because there's nothing like we don't take any of that info. And I learn more trying to teach myself like when I'm doing the homeworks and labs. And I actually kind of
Yes, literally
understand.
same. But you have to go to lecture for ours because there's a pop quiz every lecture.
Yeah, no, we're on
Yeah.
pop quiz 15 today. So
Yeah. And then Jimenez doesn't have labs. During their lab period, they study.
that's great.
They have more exams, but I'd rather have exams than 10-hour labs every week.
Yeah, I'd rather have exam because all we have is just this 25% final exam. And God knows what's gonna be on that. So
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna submit this.
all right, yeah, just need to combine the two Zoom meetings. It's better as two than just like three or four like we had last time.
Yeah. No,
Oh
last
yeah.
time it took me so long to combine them though, because
Yeah.
the files were so huge. It took like
Yeah, yeah,
three
because they're just
hours.
like 40 minutes or whatever, and we have like
Yeah. Okay, hopefully we didn't.
I think we should be fine on this one.
The labs are
Yeah.
killing my grade right now because I always get like 60s on the quizzes.
No, they still did they make the grammar quiz 100 for y'all or no? Because mine still says like a 64.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, mine still hasn't changed either.
I don't know if
Yeah, mine's
yeah.
like a
So I
60.
don't know if they're probably just waiting to fix that, I guess. That
Yeah,
quiz was like 19 questions for no reason.
dude, that was so
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah.
insane. I don't
And
know if
hasn't
they
he
meant
been
to do
teaching
that.
the same exact online course with the same exact format for like 3 years now?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't think it was meant to be that long because we have quizzes like this week and then we have ones like last week where it was 19 problems. So
Yeah. Look at the cat.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, all right. All right. Wait, who's doing the survey?
I can do the survey, so just send the YouTube link whenever we have it, and I can make a comment on question 3 if we feel like it's necessary.
Okay,
If
yeah.
not, I'll just submit it.
Yeah, I will comment on question 3 and also mention that the Zoom recording got
Yeah,
cut.
yeah, I'll do that. All right,
All right.
sounds good. See
Goodbye.
y'all next Thursday.